Hello, good people. Welcome to my YouTube channel today. We are so excited to have with us today a fragrance connoisseur by the name of Steve. Steve, karibu sana.
Asante sana. Thank you for having me.
Yay.
In fact, I must admit that this is one of the first times to be in such a
fragrance connoisseur moment.
Yes, to have such a fragrance connoisseur moment. And in fact,
Yes.
I've never been in this before, so this is quite new to me. So
Karibu.
if you feel any form of nervousness somewhere,
we will just flow.
Yeah, it'll just flow.
Yes.
But it's okay. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Beatrice.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
I just told my viewers that you're a fragrance connoisseur, and some of them may be looking at me and wondering, so who is a fragrance connoisseur?
You know, it has that level of sophistication. So,
Yeah.
so
Tell us more.
So what I actually do as a fragrance connoisseur is that I normally recommend fragrances based on people's personalities. So I look at elements such as your hairstyle, for instance, your skin tone. I would also look at colors. I would look at your dressing style. All those things play a critical role. In fact, even your nail colors, everything that feels, anything that would lead me to that type of scent,
Right.
I use it to the maximum. So all those things play a critical role in the fragrance selection process. It's just that most of the time we normally pick up a scent, but we do not know why we picked it up.
Right.
So my job is to now help you understand why you took out that scent.
Right.
What's the purpose behind or the reason behind me wearing that type of a scent? So that's what is making my career so exciting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
So you basically look at me, and by the time you're done with me, you can tell, or?
Yes, there are times when I have to look at you and I will literally tell based on even the colors of your clothes and the design of the clothes. Then as time, there are also times when I would now have to go deeper. I would have to also understand your, for instance, what your profession is, because also that plays a critical role. I would also have to ask questions like your hobbies and your interests.
Right.
So that would also help me to have a leverage and to understand this is the type of scent that I have to recommend.
Tell us, how did
I start?
Before we go to what I need to wear, tell us, how did you start this? Where did you start? What informed your starting?
In fact, I started as out of my friends introducing me to this business. In fact, the two of my friends introduced me to this business. And by the way, I thank them enough. William, Maria Pia, I really thank you guys for just showing me this.
Yes.
So I entered into this business, and they helped me to just know how to sell and to distribute and all that. But as I was doing it now deeper, I started now asking myself, why is it that this customer would go for this scent but not this scent?
Right.
And now that's where my journey began, into now understanding that, there are particular elements that, normally makes the person like this particular scent.
Right.
It drives them to that particular scent. So most of this is much more learning also from the internet, and also part of also it is also to learn also through observation. So much more it has been also self-observation and also learning through the internet as well.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. And so basically, as you're doing your research, what are some of the basic things? Because I would imagine, so here I am, I'm just a Beatrice from a certain segment of society. Is there categorization you do before you go to the specifics? Like, for instance, in a certain market, Yeah.
So what I do, in fact, even I'll just start now like with the major elements before I go to the minor.
Right.
So the major elements, what would make me now like analyze you would be now on the colors.
Right.
I'll start with now the main ones, the colors, because whenever whatever dress that you normally wear or anything that you wear, it normally has a vibrant or a color behind it. Yeah. Whether it's black or white, whether it's gray, it's that is what will communicate to me what type of scent you'll be able to wear.
Right.
Then of course your shoes, your hairstyle, those are what I normally call the external.
Right.
Then now I go to now the things that are internal. Now the internal things are now you like your career, your personality. You know, are you an outgoing person? Are you a person who is an introvert? Are you, you know, things, are you an ambivert?
Right.
So those will now help me. So I will
Yes.
start with the primary, which is now the colors, the external,
Yes.
I mean, what you wear and all that, your hairstyle. Then now I go now to the secondary, which is now the, I mean, the career, the personal
Right.
interest, things like that.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I read an article where you wrote about the influence of culture and
Yes.
the choices of perfumes.
True.
Maybe you can expound that to us and our viewers. How is culture influencing the choices we make?
In fact, culture, as you said, it literally plays a very important role in the whole in the whole
Right.
process. What I've realized is that especially in our Kenyan setup, the cultures, of course, we have divided cultures into Bantus, Nilotes, and Kushites. And what I've realized is that most Nilotes and Kushites will be inclined into stronger scents.
Right.
And stronger scents will be much more the Orientals. It would also be the woody type of scents compared to the Bantus. For us, for Bantus, it will be much more of a mixture. It's like a melange of other types of, you know, scents. But I'll just have to delve into one of the cultures, like for instance the Kushites, and I would go to Somalis if I may. So one thing about I mean the scents, we normally look at their scents being strong and, you know, being out there.
Right.
It normally speaks so much about their culture, and we look at where the Somalis, being the Kushites, where they come from. They come from arid and semi-arid regions.
Right.
So what normally happens when in such places that is arid, semi-arid, it's hot, right?
Right.
So because it's hot, one of the main things about arid and semi-arid regions is inadequate water.
Right.
So what normally happens when you are, you know,
Dealing with
a scarcity of water,
Yes.
you need to have, you know, a scent that is strong, that will eliminate the body odor.
Right.
So that's why, you know, their scents seem to be strong.
Interesting.
And then the other thing, the intensity of the scent also
Right.
normally talks about their level of, you know, boldness and also their aggression.
Right.
Yes. So you realize that they would be, you know, they'll be much more, you know, vocal when it comes to their culture reservation.
Right.
They'll be vocal when it comes to even their businesses. You know, they're out there, you know, being
Going
determined,
for
going
it.
for it and all that.
Yes.
You know, they're also, you know, aggressive even when it comes to, you know, just raising their point of view. You know,
Right.
things like that. And also the uniformity of their scents also talks about their cultural cohesion.
Yeah.
It's easier for you to say that this scent belongs to this community.
Right.
You know, I will
Especially
just
with the
put it.
Kushites.
Yes. You can just say, this scent, I know this type of scent.
Yeah.
You know, so it just talks about their level of social cohesion. So it's difficult for you to, you know, break
It's
them.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
compared to some of the cultures whereby, you know, they can
an
adapt,
individual,
you know,
yes.
to other type of cultures or transform to
Right.
other types of cultures. But for them, that uniformity of that scent talks about their cultural cohesion. Now, what now has led me to the type of scents that I'm about to choose is basically your hairstyle, and
Wow.
also, yes, the lip color
My hairstyle.
as well. Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
the lip color
yes.
as well. the golden, anything that is, you know, would be considered as a small element, I use it. I use it now to get the details, your nail colors as well. And, you know, even before coming here, I had to also analyze your photos. There were so many of the photos. I realized that you are more of, you're more into wearing dresses than trousers.
Right.
That also plays a critical role.
That's very right.
Yes. I also had to look at, for instance, I also had to look at the things that you really, really love and advocate for. I realized that you advocate for women and things like that.
Right.
So those things helped me to now pick up your type of scent. So I came up with floral fruity scents and floral oriental scents.
All right.
So, but majorly your scents are floral fruity. Yes.
Wow.
So the floral fruity would be now based on your nail colors. It would also speak a bit of your I mean, it also talk about the vocal cords.
Right.
Yeah, because it's, and also what you normally do that is, because what you do is much more people oriented.
Right.
And also the level of approachability, as you say, that people are normally are receptive and approachable to you. So floral fruity scents would be ideal.
Oh, it's amazing. Yes. It's amazing because when I look at the fragrances maybe that I'm using,
yes,
they actually are
inclined into that direction.
So
yes,
it's amazing.
But you see, now you're not able to know exactly why.
Yes,
you love those type of scents.
Right.
No, it's because of now the elements that I've already spoken about.
Right.
Yeah. So like now I had one here. This is, I'll just put this on you. So I'll start with this. So I want you to compare that with, that with number, this. So those are two.
Right.
So we have floral fruity on one side, and then we have the floral oriental on one side. So you can smell it.
I can smell now?
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay.
Wow, the coffee beans.
So that's floral fruity.
Floral fruity.
So, and then this is floral oriental. So
wow.
It's a bit sweeter, right?
Yeah, it's much sweeter.
So the floral, the floral oriental, the floral is now your dominant fragrance type.
Right,
then now the oriental is now talking about your hairstyle and even the color.
Right.
Because I believe this is brown, the earth tone color.
Brown, yes.
Yes, it had some
and then
together
colors.
some earthy colors together with the lip color and also the golden earring. So that would be primarily now on the oriental scent. Now the floral fruity is much more into the people oriental.
Oh,
I mean, you being a people oriented person, you're much more receptive. Especially women who are inclined to floral fruities, they're much more bubblier, and it also they tend to be much more people oriented.
Oh, and I've noticed that as I smell, it's like the smell is continually becoming something else.
Something else, yes. So that's now what we normally call the notes. So you have the top note, the middle note, the base note.
Right.
So what I like about this is that it gives you now the time when now we are having this fragrance consultancy. It gives you the time to now also understand like how those scents normally change and how will it be as the day goes by.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want again to buy a scent because you just smelt it at once.
Yes, you smelt it at once and then all of a sudden it's not something that you like.
It's something totally different.
So this, it's just taking its time. And then with this one, the intensity grows.
Right.
Yes, even throughout the day. So that retains its intensity.
It's interesting.
It's nice.
These are basically what I would go for.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I feel like this one has also some aspect of being occasional. More than the oriental.
More than
floral.
The oriental, yes.
Yes.
The floral oriental for the one that we've done, it's much more. It's like an all-rounder.
Right.
I would say.
Right.
It's an all-rounder type of a scent. Yeah.
Right.
So you can do it on the evening. You can also do it at work. Yes.
Yeah, it feels comfortable for any occasion.
Yeah, for any occasion. Yes.
Yeah, that's basically so amazing. And maybe for someone who's there and wondering, okay, so how can I get this consultancy? How can I benefit from this kind of?
They can reach me at I'm on Facebook, Stephen Nyaega.
Right.
That's the Facebook name that I normally use, and also on Instagram I also use Stephen Nyaega.
Stephen Nyaega.
Yes.
You guys can reach out to him. Don't go trying everything everywhere.
Yeah.
You have someone who can help you make a decision on the fragrance that suits you. And I know you're not just doing fragrances, individual fragrances. You have other products that you deal with.
Yeah, I have other products. In fact, I recently introduced products from Loris.
Right.
So they have quite a range of fragrant products and very diverse.
Yes.
One of the products that they have, as you can see, are they have the body splashes, and the body splashes are both for men and women. Surprisingly, for men, because we don't have so much of body splashes for men. So for this company, they considered also to have men body splashes, which would also be good whenever we are doing our gym workouts and things like that. Because one thing about body splashes, we realize it's, you know, it's something temporal. We like using it based on functionality. You know, I'm rushing for a meeting and things like that. I need to have a scent that will be, you know, just temporal for that time. And then there's body lotions and shower gels as well. And then we have the fabric sprays.
Fabric sprays.
Yeah, fabric sprays that you can also spray your curtains. You can also spray your sofa sets. Yes, and even your clothes and even bed sheets as well, to just have that refreshing, you know, refreshing scent.
So when it smells good, it's been... There is a reason.
There is a reason.
Someone else has gone out of the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And all these products, do you have a physical presence that people can get from you?
Yes. I have a store at Taveta Road. Yeah.
Oh, right. For the sake of our viewers who may be wondering, what is the best way to, or where are the best places to apply a fragrance? Yeah.
In fact, I get that question so many times. You know, so that, you know, the main concern is on the longevity. You know, they would want to, you know, that scent to stay for longer, the whole day. Where I normally tell my clients to apply is on the pulse points. Here, and also here as well. Here, for here, I would normally recommend if you're not engaging your hands more. Because nowadays with the COVID, we realize with the whole pandemic, we tend to wash our hands, and most of the time we tend to also, you know, we touch. And also whenever we are typing, there's friction. So of course now the scent disappears because of that. So here probably it would be ideal if you're not engaging the hands more. And the other place that I would also say, it's also the behind the knee.
Behind the knee.
Yes. Any place that has a pulse point, it helps to now bring out that scent. So there's so much activity here. So now that helps in releasing the scent. Yes. And then the other place, the also other place to put is also the chest.
Interesting.
Because in fact the chest, because of the high temperatures, it also helps to release. And because we also cover the chest, and of course the temperature here is high, so it will also help to release that.
So for those ones who are just used to you know,
now you know exactly where to put them.
And for a better experience. Okay, thank you so much, Steve, for being with us.
Karibu sana.
Yes, we are better in matters fragrance. And your parting shot?
Encourage people to experience this whole fragrance consultancy. You know, it's not just about, you know, just having a fragrance, but it's also about trying to understand why I like this fragrance. It's a therapeutic type of an experience. So I would encourage you to come and enjoy the whole consultancy, and also, you know, buy or even get one of these items that we currently have in the market.
Wow, that's amazing. I always remember Steve told us once that a perfume tells your story.
Yes, it does tell the story.
It also
it can even go way back from the past, you know, and also bring out that spark of, you know, either the person that you liked, things like that. It
brings about memories as well.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. We appreciate.
Thank you.
And welcome again and again.
Asante sana.
Tell us more about your products as we go along. Meanwhile, guys, see you next time. Bye.